Gonna be a party, y'all.
How I feel, and I will build my world around you. Cause I
Greg, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's
All
up?
right, so we are here for another episode of
Kush Curves and Conversation.
My name is Tasha,
I'm Brittany.
My name is Tracy.
and as you can see, we have a guest with us today, and he's going to introduce himself because only he can introduce himself the way he does it.
It's Keith, the Buckles, Lookers, Shakers, and Keith Adams, the best show in town, just ask around.
Yes.
Oh,
And yes, we had to bring him in for this episode because it's a good one. It's very controversial. And guess what, y'all? It's our season finale. Oh my gosh.
We made it to another
year.
season.
Yes, congratulations, you guys.
Congrats.
Cheers.
We're official on season 2, so you guys be looking.
Cheers.
I don't have that. Y'all be looking forward to season 3 soon.
It'll be even better.
Yes,
Exactly.
big things happening in season 3. So let's do a check-in as we always do. What's been going on with you guys?
Not much, just kind of like lifing.
Life
I did
ain't a
get
lot.
a tarot reading the other day. And that
Tarot
was kinda
reading?
fun.
Yes.
Playing with
It
the
was-
cards, huh?
Yeah, and that
And
lady
then she
ain't
got me.
played
Then she
no
got me
games.
playing too.
And I refused after both of them got
That lady ain't played no games.
She
She told
read
me
me
some
like
stuff
a
that I ain't
book.
even tell her.
She read me like a book.
I like
When
it,
I say
though.
a book, I mean she opened me up and read me, turned the page, and read again.
How many cards was in that deck?
A lot.
There you
Because
go.
she pulls from like different decks.
Right.
So I guess like,
So
and
she
they
playing
all
with
like,
365 or 180.
Listen.
I'm just asking. When you sit down with them cards, you got to know.
It was my first reading. So I
Oh,
don't-
okay.
I don't-
Mine too. I
don't
never had it
really know
before,
too
but
much.
yeah, she
But
told me some stuff. She did a good job, and then she certified it with my spiritual person, and only she could know who that person is. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, me too.
Did y'all ask what the number going to be?
No,
I
I ain't asked
wish.
that. That was not on
Now, if
mine.
they came home talking about the numbers,
Oh, I would
I would've played them. I would've
would
played
have
them
never
before
told
I got
nobody.
home.
I would have just went and played them
I would
shits
have
and
played it
waited for
before
them to
I
hit.
got home. What are you talking about?
Whole world out here.
Been waiting for it to hit. After it hit, I might tell you. Maybe
Oh,
not.
okay.
Right, I might.
Maybe
Might.
not. Be out here a secret millionaire and still working my little 9 to 5.
because why not?
Right.
Might.
I would just care a little less about it.
And then we had what, Thanksgiving? Y'all have a good Thanksgiving, Turkey Day?
Turkey Day was good.
It was good.
I actually worked on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
But, you know, still thankful it's 364, not just that one day. So, you know.
There you go.
I feel you.
And, of course, I know it's 365 days in the year, but I did say 364.
He omitted Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Yep.
Y'all know what he meant, damn it.
Yeah.
Really. So what's been going on with you, Mr. Keith?
Well, just trying to get my have a business that we're getting off the ground and just working, really, staying dedicated, mentoring kids, and that's about it.
All right, we applaud that
I
because
know that's right.
we are all business people over here.
Yes, we are. That's
I'm the
why
only
we
one with
work
it.
through Thanksgiving.
and do
Yeah.
a lot
True,
with the
true.
community as well. So
And I'm the only one with the child, so I can appreciate that.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to jump into our chronicle. And of course, Brittany has our chronicle for today because Brittany is the only one
Who gives us the chronicle?
that's right, because I
Correct.
just research random stuff just because I'm bored. So
We got to get our toilet read on.
that's right. Y'all better start toilet reading. I don't know why y'all be tripping.
I be TikToking.
Y'all better
I'm so
toilet
sorry.
read, bus read. We getting our hair done.
Absolutely not.
I be-
It gives
I
me
be-
something
You
to
know what I'm
look forward
saying?
to when
I
I
can't
speak to you.
sleep at night. I'm reading.
Nah, I TikTok.
Like I randomly looked up how tunnels were made one day. But anyway,
That's
yeah.
what TikTok
Just
is
like
for.
for no reason, just like
just,
I'm
it was
fair
for,
how
I
to
just
talk.
had
Bring
random
it to
thought
me
that I
over dinner.
wanted
That's
to
when
know,
I'll get
and I
it.
just looked it up.
Wow.
But anywho, on to our chronicle so that we are not wasting time. This one comes to us from me, and then I looked it up to see if anybody else had the same opinions. So once again, I went to my go-to greatness site, leafly.com. Not sponsored. Wish we were.
Wish we were.
Not
Wish we were. Not.
Really wish we were.
Y'all should really do that.
Write a
though.
letter, somebody. That's all I'm saying. And today's chronicle is basically about how not to smell like cannabis after smoking. And y'all know that's like one of my greatest pet peeves in life.
That's hella important.
It really
It
is. I have
is.
already said on this show and in just regular life and conversation in general that I'm like probably the most bougiest smoker. ever. I don't like to look like what I do. I don't like to smell like what I do. None of that. Like, if we can dress up weed smoking, then I'm here for it.
Right.
In all kinds of ways, in which I do. Because, like, even my little cones and stuff are really, really pretty. So,
I just think that as a woman in general, you should just not want to
smell like that. You should
Or
not want
look
to
like
smell
that. Or
or
look
look
like
run
that.
down, period.
True.
So, you
Smoke
know.
before you get in the shower. You know that little poop spray you can spray before you take a shit? Spray that in there and smoke before you get in the shower.
Oh, goodness. I don't think it works like that.
poopery. You want to
You want some poopery?
No,
I don't think it works like that. And then people always buy like the blood spray, I guess, and act like it works. It really doesn't. But
They walk around smelling like banana pudding. You want
Right.
it for no reason. Yeah, smell like a strong strawberry.
just crazy.
strong.
Okay,
Yeah.
so moving right along. When I was on Leafly, I came up with 5 ways to not smell like cannabis after smoking. So here are the 5. And they just gave you like 5 items to have on hand, you know, before partaking, whatever. So number 1, eye drops and contact lens solution. Because, you know, dry eyes for, you know, you contact
Some people do turn red when they.
Yes, and you know the whole
Thank God I'm
red,
not one of those
glassy
people.
eye kind of thing. So
That's not for the smell, though, is it?
no, it's just kind of like so. Got,
For the
so
eyes,
like
I
weed,
guess,
you know,
yeah, right, I
So
guess, I
you
guess.
don't
Smell.
look like what
Yeah,
you.
so
weed etiquette.
weed,
Okay.
I shouldn't
yes,
know.
weed etiquette.
Weed
There we go.
etiquette.
Okay, so they did suggest, you know, a couple of brands. So Clear Eyes was the best for, you know, as far as eye drops go, and for a contact solution, they were just like anyone will do as long as it, you know, like wets the contact lens because you know that whole dry eye thing.
So
But other
basically,
than
when you're
that-
buying your game at 7-Eleven, get some eye drops, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna have to buy a whole lot of
Okay.
stuff because then you're also gonna need to get you some gum mints or some mouthwash while you're there.
You know, I will say there are a lot of smokers who do have that like on deck.
What,
If
gum
you
and
look,
mints and
if
stuff?
you look, and a lot of people who smoke cannabis, they have like that container of gum, so they already have that on deck.
Okay, that's cute. And then hand sanitizers and lotion.
Yeah, I got that.
Yep. I just wash my hands.
That too.
Like, you know, and then I still
And I skin boss.
Yeah.
down.
And that, but look at you, shameless plug.
Look at her plugging it in.
All right.
like
Was
a
it
socket.
shameless?
That's
Plugging it in like a socket. I hear
I
you.
see you, girl.
Was it
Look at
shameless?
you being electric. I got you. All right.
Why, thank you.
Next,
Season finale, why not?
Next, wet wipes and facial cleansing pads. You know, to wake up the face.
that's a lot.
You know, because you know some of y'all be out here looking sleepy.
Well,
and
sometimes
crazy
like
looking.
you gotta like depuff. Like I know
Yeah.
some people like when they start smoking, it's like they skin just dry out, and you just be like
looking like little raisins in the sun.
Yes, looking like raisins, and I'll be
I
like,
just feel like for
where's
all
your
that, I'm gonna
moisturizer?
go take a shower.
No, because
I
even
think-
if you don't have time to take
I'm
a
on my
shower,
lunch
if I'm
break.
on my lunch break on my way to wherever, you're not gonna have time to take a shower when you get there.
little green tea white.
You know what I'm saying? Just
So-
you know, dust off a little bit.
So get high on lunchtime and go to
That's
work.
what I was about to say. Oh, so we know who getting high on their lunch break.
Listen,
Public
Don't
service
judge me.
announcement.
Do not judge me.
that was
And I
gonna
don't
be
even
my
get
public
like
service
high.
announcement.
I get like a little bit of high.
But
But
like,
anywho.
We know who doing it on their lunch
it's
break.
about to say,
Hater. Don't be a hater.
it's the first of the month.
Don't be a
everything
hater
is
'cause you
due.
can't.
It's the end of the month. Everything is due. Listen,
We just paid rent. Leave me alone.
everything is
goddammit.
due. I might need to sit outside at 1:30 till 2:30 and get myself together.
Exactly.
Looking at the bird come across the car. Look at that. Look at the bird.
Look at the bird.
Look at that bird.
I'm not even gonna poop you though. The last time I got high with them with Brittany at their house, I seen the mouse climb across the rat.
She said it's a
climb
rat. I was like, are you
it's
sure that's not a
rat.
squirrel?
Climbing across the power line. She said, you sure it's not a squirrel? I said,
She
no,
said,
it's
no,
a
it's a
rat
rat.
because you could tell by the tail. She just looked at me like I was crazy. I was
am
like,
thoroughly
oh my
convinced
god.
it was a squirrel, y'all. I really think it was a squirrel.
You were the only one saw it?
Yes. I am thoroughly convinced it was a squirrel. But anyway. All right. Outside of your facial wipes and all that stuff, you know, you got to put the moisture back in your skin and all that good stuff. Drink you a little water, as well as have some cologne or body spray on hand. But again,
Don't put that on top of that.
don't
Please don't,
exactly.
because you got
See,
some weed smoke and cologne and perfume.
Thank you.
You can smell like a bunch of ass just walking around.
Exactly. Y'all
There
put
are-
perfume on a pig, baby. We are not doing that.
Don't do that.
Again, I have told y'all this
You
before
just have
too.
to have particular
Yeah, just have particular things.
particular.
Yes.
I'll put my
scents
hair in
are
a bonnet
okay.
sometimes so my hair don't smell like whatever. I have a specific jacket,
Jacket,
hoodie,
yeah,
whatever.
don't
for
buy
these
that Jean Paul
functions.
Gaultier thinking that it's gonna cover them weeds.
If I'm outside, then I'm pretty
You
much
must got
aired
a
out
hell
and
of a lunch
okay.
break, don't you? Good Lord. You
It's an hour long.
Damn. You done wrapped your hair,
I got an
chain
hour.
clothes.
Amen.
Sometimes
I
you
got
gotta
an
do that.
hour.
No, because there's always edibles. I don't never said I had to.
But now you got to be
smoke
careful because you don't know where they gonna kick in.
That's the best.
That's the
part.
best part, though.
Okay, all right.
Some of them you do know.
You can
Some
kind of
them-
judge when they
Yeah,
are. I
some
mean,
of them you be like,
we've
I got
done it
good.
long enough to know
So
by
you
now.
know,
we
So-
know.
Specialist.
I can sip,
Not a special.
but ain't no. I'm not taking no full
I
cookie
know
at
me,
the job,
so-
but I can sip.
I can say I'm intermediate. I'm not
Intermediate,
advanced.
okay.
I'm
I can
not
take a
I'm
drink.
intermediate.
Yeah,
But a full cookie at lunchtime?
Oh,
nah,
hell
bro.
no.
Nah, bro.
I
a
just
corner
know-
maybe, but
I just
not
know
a
that
full.
I
We're gonna
gotta
have
go
to
the
teach y'all
hour
how to
before it
dose
kick
on
in.
I
lunchtime.
split those in
or
fours anyway, just in case. You know what I'm saying? But
something. You never know.
That's everything on your list?
yeah, I think so. Yep, that's everything on my list. And then, just some preliminary stuff, some proactive ways, to reduce your weed smell when you are smoking in a group of people. Just stand downwind. Don't stand directly where they blow the
Ventilation.
smoke. Because let me tell you, standing next to
6 feet
this
apart.
chick,
6
I
feet
try to
apart.
get away from her, but then she ends up moving close to me to talk to me. And I be like, listen, I'm trying to get away from the smoke, but you keep coming closer. Stop.
So now you got to be a smoke engineer. You
Yeah.
got to know where the wind and shit.
That's
going.
right.
There's
You gotta
levels
know which way the wind is going, and
Makes
then you
sense.
gotta look and see where the smoke is blowing, so you
6
can know where you're gonna stand.
6 feet apart.
You know what I'm saying?
Like COVID, 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
6 feet.
and then they're like, if you're gonna carry it on you, sorry y'all, it was a straight piece of hair. If you're gonna carry it on you, make sure you have like an airtight bag
Stash
or
jars.
stash jars. Make sure it's a good stash jar now, because some people
I
be selling
know,
y'all
some
some
people-
raggedy
yes,
ass shit.
yes.
and it don't
And it don't hide-
hold
it don't
nothing.
hide
anything.
nothing.
It don't hold a damn
But now you got to
thing.
make sure it's closed.
Yeah, I mean,
You'd be
yeah.
surprised.
Still.
You can't just, hey, smell this. You can't. A lot of folks do that. They
Yeah,
put the
they
weed
do.
in there.
You're right.
Hey, man, smell this. And then,
They be
pour it-
flashing.
Then it's just
Yeah.
in
They
there.
be
They
flashy.
flashy with it. I ain't that.
Well, here's
And
the thing.
then
In the
when
state of
all else
Virginia, it
fails,
don't matter
edibles.
now.
Right.
In the state of Virginia, it don't really matter now because you can carry an ounce on you.
I mean,
You
it
good,
really
but
don't matter,
still,
but still, why would you want to have
why would you
everybody
want
know
to
your
flash
business?
it right?
I'm
How
just
you
saying.
get, how you get an ounce of weed?
Just
How you
like
get an
with
ounce
my
of weed and
piece.
you owe me $5?
Ain't nobody supposed to know I'm holding.
It's just
that
kind
would
of
be
like,
me.
Ain't nobody supposed to know what's
I
on
don't
my
think,
hip.
I feel like I personally just can't take you seriously if you just like walking up to me smelling like any kind of way. So like,
I just feel like
unless I knew you prior to, like, my first
even
impression
with
of
that-
you should not be the way you smell and you look raggedy as hell.
even with that, all I'm saying is you shouldn't don't roll up on me like that. I don't want to know that you just took no shit. Okay,
Yeah.
don't roll up on me smelling like that because it's in the same category.
It smell like Boca Henderson.
Listen,
No, don't smell like that either.
I'm sure it just
yeah, don't smell like a
smell-
drunk
No.
because you
Because
know,
that's not attractive either. Like, as a smoker, you smelling like you smoked is not attractive to me.
I
But
need to
like-
guess it. I need for you to tell it to me in conversation and me be pleasantly
You be
I want that
surprised.
curiosity.
I need to be
Yeah,
like,
Yes.
definitely.
So, quick question, not off beat. Y'all on a date. The guy goes away for a minute. Let's say 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Okay.
Come back 7 minutes. Which seems like a lifetime. You sitting there waiting on somebody. And he comes back and it smells just like reefer.
well, I'm gonna say why you ain't
But
invite
the mood is going good before.
First of all,
I'm gonna be like, why you ain't invite me?
you just left.
You
What
just
we
left
were
me
doing.
We say
to
you
go
just
do
made up
that.
Just hold on.
I'll go ahead.
You left, sit with me, to go smoke, knowing that I smoke.
And
But
then
no,
came back
this is
and
like
sat
the
down.
first. This is like the first date.
It don't matter.
Because there's a conversation that
Yes.
happened prior
There's,
to.
there's a conversation that happened
Exactly.
prior to
Because
even
here's the
me
thing,
get there.
I don't have mine. If you gonna date me, you gonna know up front. That way, if you got an issue,
Exactly.
then I'm not a person to date because
Now-
I'm not
now-
gonna
That's
curb
in
my
that list
issue.
to get to know you question.
Now,
Right.
with that, there's also the other side, which I can see this existing. You're on a date with me, but you're nervous,
And go hit the reefer, calm your nerves.
and you go, but everything, and you, hey, look, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm nervous as fuck right now. and I've seen that happen on a date, and it was
Right,
just
right.
like,
I mean, if you give that disclaimer, okay, maybe I'm okay. But then my next question is gonna be like, so you just won't go share?
Y'all know what though? I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna close the chronicle. That would be a dope ass first date though.
It would though.
Can't smoke with everybody.
No, you can't.
No, you
No,
can't, but still that'd be
Hell
a dope
no,
ass
you
first
can't.
date though. We could roll two and sit and smoke and like in the park or whatever, look at the stars
Look
kind
at
of
that damn
thing.
squirrel.
That squirrel
That
slash
rat that
rat.
run across the line.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's something we will always remember because, you know, we sat and we vibed and we, you know, smoked. So I feel like that would be a dope ass date.
It's
So
just
we
like
call
there's
it a
people
match
who
one day.
FaceTime before they go
There
on
you
dates.
go.
Match one day.
Look at you. Okay. A match one date.
Right. He gonna have to
I'm
host
gonna
the
I want my
mix-up.
royalties. You heard that? I want my royalties.
I'm
Okay,
gonna have to use
question
that.
before we move on. Mr. Adams, do you smoke?
Negative. Smoke one time. I can't get over. I'm an '80s baby. Back in the day, everybody used to lick the blunt. I can't get over all them germs. I'm licking the blunt. You fast and you doing it. I can't do this. I'm my nerves. I know some of y'all was saying he old, but I'm just saying out the gate, all us used to sit around. One person had to read. One person had the blunts. You sit there, look at them cracking. Next thing you know, they licking all on it. You wait.
You know
sit
what?
looking at another grown man.
I'm trying
Damn,
to
he rolled that blunt.
listen.
Did we
You
not
know-
have this
you know
conversation
I said
season
that.
one?
I said that season one.
we not?
Men will
Yeah.
tell you what is gay so quick, but they will slob that thing down before they bust it open. I'm trying to tell you right now.
So long story short, I left that reefer alone the first chance I had and went
But-
to the drink.
But it's evolved
It has
now.
evolved
so if,
now,
would you try
so
the
it's not
I'm
evolved
asthmatic.
version? Me too.
Man, pads the hell up. Call 911. Come get me.
I'm asthmatic
I
too.
can't fool with it.
Toss a little mullet in there. To help
Yeah,
you
there
out.
ain't no good feeling.
You don't-
There ain't no good.
Again, toss the mullet in there. It helps with the respiratory.
He just
edible.
He just saying he not
yeah,
gonna
get you a
do
little
it.
edible.
But you know, I haven't tried. I call it reefer weed. Probably about. I got high probably about in my freshman year. That was '96,
Oh Jesus.
and I ain't tried no reefer. Yeah, like I said, my biggest thing was I couldn't get over sitting there watching everybody in a circle looking at one mother roll a blunt, licking it. No, that ain't. And I'm not going any type of way. I'm strong with mine. I'm not going no type of way. But back then, like, everybody sit around, man, come on, here, roll the blunt, man, roll the blunt. Everybody sitting looking at it. Wow, you can roll the blunt. Oh, wet ass mouth.
Oh, wet ass
Wet
mouth.
ass mouth.
I was about to say, now you ain't even gotta do all that. They make a
No,
little device
child.
to slice
True,
it
slide
open.
it right,
That's
right,
right.
right,
Slide it
right,
right on
yeah.
down.
But you
Oh
know,
wow.
Child, I don't,
And the names
and
are
I
too
don't
crazy.
even do that. I just
Yeah.
use
Yeah,
the
you got a
cones
whole
because
lot of
I don't like the
crazy
whole. I don't like the tobacco wrap thing, so that's why I use the cones and the glass blunts and pieces and stuff like that. Because I don't like the tobacco of it all.
I
and
am
the
not
chemical
ashamed
part.
of where I started.
Nope, me either. Struggle
I'm not
real.
ashamed of where I started.
Listen, when you a
when
broke
sis
college
has
kid
evolved,
and you
she
trying
evolved.
to do it, okay, 99 cents for two is a lot.
Listen,
Okay?
all I'm saying is I
99
never
cents
smoked
for
the
two.
Bible, and I have watched people smoke them Bible
Okay, I
papers.
never gonna be
I
that
ain't never
desperate.
did that.
I've never done
That
that.
is desperate as hell. Ain't
Me and
nobody
Hotel
doing
Bibles.
all of that.
Me and my Jesus ain't got to.
Start a proverb.
What do
We
you
can work our way down.
You better know every verse on that page by the time you are done.
I have seen it. Okay.
No.
And they be like, I be like, what? Oh no, I can't
this
hit
the
none
Bible,
of this.
Bobby?
I can't hit none of this. I don't know what my religion strength is, but it ain't this bullshit right here.
But just to make sure,
I would feel
it's
like I'm
nothing
going to
wrong
hell.
with people that smoke.
It's not.
I have great friends that actually smoke now for the medical reasons, like
Yes.
far as nerves, sleeping, and
Sleep.
things like that. So
Oh,
you know,
blue dream in the
there are
sleep.
some great benefits for
Yes,
it.
it is.
So it's a great
100%.
benefit.
That it is.
All right. Well, we had a good chronicle today.
Why, thank you.
We learned a whole lot.
Want the reefer do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
God bless the trees.
Well, y'all ready for this topic today?
Sure, what we got?
What that say?
So today we're gonna talk
Ready.
about
I paid attention, but I didn't really pay attention.
Ready.
ready. Oh wow, the cup.
Are you at that level of life?
So
Ready.
I guess there's a reason. I guess
Ready
why we
Player One.
asked Keith to be our guest because once upon a time Keith was the credit boss, and so we are talking about today what you bring to the table.
Oh Jesus.
Table.
Ain't that whole thing right there? That's right. What you bring to the
That's a tiny
table?
ass
Do
table,
you
bro.
bring the whole table? You bring a piece of something to the table? What you bring to the table? Since we've been talking about cuffing season and holiday hoes and sneaky
loves me.
links,
Ho,
and,
ho, ho.
Yes, honey. Sneaky links and,
and
all of
sneaky
that.
links and everybody. So this is one of them topics right there. So. Of course, if you don't know what you bring to the table, it's a discussion about your what? Your pockets, your bag, your
Does it
purse.
necessarily have to be the pockets though the entire time? Is it all specifically just the
Not
pockets?
really technically. I guess it's like what you bring to a relationship, but
Okay.
a bulk of that conversation is your bag. Okay? So,
I'm just gonna sit here and blink.
you
No, you
lied.
ain't.
Oh, she must need some of that eye drop we talked about the chronicle.
I'm about to say you need some eye drops, some
You need that
contact
eye drop, huh?
solution.
Eyelash in the eye.
No, I'm good.
Is an eyelash in there? What's happening?
So I guess the biggest question is from this conversation is, are finances important in a relationship?
Well, studies show.
Oh, shucks
about
now.
to change
All
up.
right,
Studies.
Studies show 69% of divorces come from financial backgrounds,
Okay.
from financial breakups.
Okay.
But you know what studies does not say is the communication doesn't come with that before it happens. I think, you know, when you have a partner or a strong person in your corner, if y'all could sit down and talk and break bread and talk about a situation, it would never get to that point. A lot of us comes, definitely men's, definitely black men's, we come from the point where we don't share things.
Yep.
So now, how can I, if I can't share my feelings, how the hell can I share I ain't got $5? Or how can I share I ain't got this light bill? But it doesn't comes. That's where the generational comes in. That we wasn't taught that direction. We was taught to work and make it. But when sometimes you have a setback and you can't work and make it, what do you do then?
What you going right?
So that's where you fall back if you don't already have a communication line. I can't talk with you because we don't have an open line of communication. We just sit here smoking, texting, doing everything because we don't have no communication.
Correct.
So when that goes sideways, now everything gets hectic. Now the shit feel like everything
Closing in on you.
You didn't even know I switch up like that. You thought it could be a food whole game. Buckles.
No, I didn't go there. I was actually agreeing with you. I was like, that's
Yeah, he
perfect.
was preaching,
That was
wasn't
That is
perfect,
the best
but,
answer
you know,
I have heard today.
he? He
you
was
know,
preaching, wasn't
but
he?
he also made a blanketed statement in regards to like the age about things, which I think is more reason why this topic has become controversial. It's
Yes.
because of the age. So, you know, we are 3 to 4 generations now removed from where women were dependent on men
yes.
going out to get this job. So at the same right, these men are like, I now make this money, so therefore this is where you come in to be able to take care of everything. Versus now, women can
Women
do
are
whatever the
working,
fuck
yeah.
they want.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to having financial conversations now need to occur.
Right.
They're not occurring in the past. Why? Because we weren't, we
weren't
were
dependent.
eligible, but we weren't really eligible
Well, you'd
to
think-
have some of those conversations. Not all,
Right.
but some of them.
But you and I'm once again I'm riding with you. What you think about is right here. I can remember back in the day. I ain't say back in the day, but I can remember the man will make the money, but the lady advised where to go to money. So therefore, if the man just making the money and no shit to do with it, you still ain't got nothing no how.
But see, back in the day, like you said, a lot of men did make the money and the woman did it, but she was paying like the bills and stuff with it. But he didn't know where that shit was going.
Correct.
He
So
didn't know where
therefore,
none of that shit was
it
going.
was just a blind statement,
Right.
That they still didn't know. So a lot of folks said the men was they had a household shit come up all the time.
Yep.
You know, to me, if we rocking together, we gelling together, long everything is straight, the shit good.
Y'all ever seen that episode of Everybody Hates Chris where the father actually had to pay the bills?
Yes.
And he did
she
it
gave
wrong.
him
And she was like, you did it
This is-
wrong.
this is
She was
exactly
this is
why
what
you
you
don't
do. She was like, this is
pay
why
the
you
bills.
don't pay the bills. This is why you go out and work and I pay the bills because he did it
So
wrong.
at that point right there, who's head?
Huh?
At that point right there, she's head. Because he may make, but you know damn thing to do with it.
Nope.
Well, you know they always say that the man might be the head, but
You
the
just get
woman
a
is
big
the
piece of the
neck. She
chicken.
tell you which way to go.
All he got was a big piece of chicken and that was it. So
But that also still brings us back to the question of what is at this table. Because if you're asking me what I bring to the table in regards to you, and we're gonna play the scenario of the
gonna get
classic
there. We're gonna
of
get
the
there.
man being,
gonna get there.
you know,
But see, to me, finances, they are important. Because first of all, you got to date somebody with a job, okay? Gone are the days where you date somebody. Even though, yeah, we're in a pandemic now. And of course, some jobs were not saved. So I'll date you in the struggle if I see you making progress.
That makes sense. I can see that.
If I see you making progress, I'll date you in the struggle. But with all these people hiring, I'm like, how are you still struggling?
I'm still on the borderline with seeing your progress.
What you mean?
Because your progress is contingent on my opinion of your progress.
Well,
So,
see, I was about to say, I don't have that opinion because I was one of them people who lost their jobs during the pandemic. So, you know,
okay.
if somebody had that opinion about me, I was like, I'm so sorry, but I lost my job during the
right,
pandemic.
but what you stated before was that you would if
Yeah.
you saw progress.
Yeah, if
But
I
there
don't see
were
no progress,
there were no boundaries in regards to that progress. So I'm stating, in order for me to be able to see it, I need to see exactly what that progress is. But at the same time, it's also like, like you said, there are a lot of jobs out here. Even though jobs were lost, there are a lot of opportunities. But you see a lot of people who, based off of what they consider progress, they don't want to choose certain things. But then
Girl,
they want this financial to come out the other person to support them in the midst of it. So I really feel like it's a catch-22, but at the same time, bring it to the table. If I can see you unemployed and I see you in this progress, and in your progress, it's like, damn, look at they hustle. I would want to support that person. Because if I see they hustle it's ridiculous. Like, I don't see a point where they no longer desire to get out of that. That's going to make me want to bring what I have to a table. Even if I know their table doesn't match mine, I know their drive is going to make me want to remain interested in this person to bring what I have to a table.
I think that's kind of what she said, though, a little bit. Because it's just kind of like where you were talking about you have to see the progress. That's exactly what she said.
Girl, if you
I
sit
want
there
to see you
lunching
out
on
here
the couch,
applying for these jobs.
Yep.
I want to see you out here making a plan for yourself.
Yep.
What is it that you really want to do if you're really not there as to what you're doing? You've had plenty of time to sit around and think about the
It
things
just
that
can't
you
be
want to do.
blanketed. I'd have to see.
Right, but even though I feel you had to break it down all the way, we had to
I'd have
stitch
to
that sucker
see it.
together for you. Okay.
Like the levels on this cup, I'd have to see it.
Okay, I hear you. I do.
So here's the question: when you're dating, do you all discuss finances when you're dating?
I do. I'm not even
It
gonna lie to
depends
you.
on where we are
I
in
never,
that dating
never
process.
have. Because,
I do.
you know, at the end of the day, financial is something that's going to be up and down. If we vibing, that money should going to come. To me, because if I know if you slacking and we rocking, I got to pick you up. Just because I may be up here right now and I fall,
Right.
that means you got to rock with me till I get
Right.
back up. So but that just been my opinion because, you know, prior to my recent commitment to my better half, you know, I had someone that may have been more money sense, but the mind won't go. So now I'm saying, you got money, but you ain't got no damn sense. What
And
good?
that's why I
Right.
talk about
So,
it
so
now.
now
Right.
we sit here looking like we can do anything we want, but you ain't got no damn sense. So what we really doing?
And that's exactly what led me to start
So,
talking
like-
about
like
it. 'Cause
what
I
we
was
really
like,
doing?
how can we match so well for this to be so hard?
Yeah.
Why is this so difficult? When I can
Yeah.
just have enough conversation to where you know where I stand, I know where you stand enough for me to feel comfortable with us keep going forward. But it's not one of those oblivious, I don't talk about things. No, bro. We ain't got that. I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But like I truly think in a relationship, both parties have to make each other better.
Yes.
Right.
You have so many people and couples that together, but they're idling. So we're not actually doing anything. We got good times, we vibing. And when I say idle, I'm not talking about far as like worrying about getting married
Yeah.
so I'm talking about like actually elevating each other's mind. Like how we gonna break down this day? In this 24 hours that we have, we done slept 8. So now we done worked 12 and done slept 8. So the other 4 hours we can rest. What are we gonna do to build some type of more knowledge and build a bridge to the next day? How we gonna progress and break down the day for tomorrow?
First
So-
of all, let's start with this. You sleep 8 hours?
well, I'm just saying, if you sleep, average studies show, but when
I can't say, listen,
I'm
I
about to say,
tried.
I don't sleep
Yeah.
8
My ass was
hours.
in bed by at least 9:30.
When you-
So hey,
when you
I
gotta,
know you sleep 8 hours, but you smoke.
when you,
listen, no, and I don't smoke every day either,
Oh,
so don't say
all
it
day.
like that.
when you got a business,
Weekends.
when you got a business
Mostly.
and you trying to grind and hustle and stuff, or you got stocks and stuff,
We're
you
not
don't
going to
sleep
talk
no
about
8
my sleeping
hours.
habits. I'm a
You don't
doctor.
sleep no
You'll
8
have
hours. You
sleep
gotta
habits.
watch
Say
where you
Dr.
gotta watch
Oz
where
gonna
your
come
money
and-
go, and you gotta
kick
watch
your
where your
ass.
Send me
hustle
right
is.
here.
You gotta watch where your hustle is, because I'm here to let you know there have been many times me and Tracy have called each other at butt ass o'clock in the morning and been like, I gotta be up for work in the next 3 hours. Let me see if I can blink shut.
Right.
No, because see, Brittany goes ahead, she goes to bed and gets her little 8 hours because I'm always up at like 7 anyway on any regular day. That's without an alarm clock, so it doesn't make a difference. So then I start at 7 o'clock to get my day together.
don't even
I will
know when
wash
the
my
last time I
ass,
slept
clean
8
my
hours.
room, lay out the day. There is a chart in my room. If you ever seen like the Q4 charts to let you know like what's important, what's urgent, but not important, but not, that thing. I break it down just like that, the stuff that I got to do. And I try to make it a point to at least check something out of each one of those categories every day.
That's right.
To at
That's
least
right.
know that I am productive.
You're making progress.
Exactly.
That's right.
My productivity and my sleep cycles are not directly correlated because my sleep cycle fucked up.
It is.
Yep, mine too.
Facts.
I can wake up 2 o'clock in the
I
morning,
can attest to
and
both
it's
of y'all.
because
Yes,
I
that's
am
what it is.
generating at that point. I gotta get up. I gotta get a pen and paper. I gotta write it, and I have to work on it because I won't be able to sleep. It won't let me sleep.
True.
So I could literally. Oh, great! I just went to sleep. It's midnight. Well, Lord, I guess that was enough because I can't go back now. So I guess I'm up. Good morning. I ain't going back to sleep.
I mean, even if I do go to bed late, I'm still making a point to get up at 7 and set an alarm for 7.
So then a question for you ladies, and you can chime in after the response. But does money make a man more attractive?
Not necessarily.
It's too much of an open question.
It really is, though.
It's too open of a question.
I don't know. I feel like
Because like he said, you can have money, but ain't got no sense. Like,
here's the thing, because I feel like I might be asking the wrong group of women, because I'm here to let you know there are some unattractive celebrities. We're not gonna name names because that's not what we do, and I don't like lawsuits, okay? But there are some unattractive celebrities who got girlfriends, and we know what they here for, okay? We know what they here for,
What season is it?
huh?
What season is it?
Cuffing season.
No.
That's the whole yesterday.
The whole season. They didn't say something.
Hotels.
No, I thought you said something.
the holiday hoes.
There we go.
The holiday hoes.
Holiday
You right, though.
hoes.
Because, this is the time of year when people get together just to be getting together.
Just
so they
to be
can
getting
get
together.
shit. So, yeah, you right.
But yes, listen, there are a lot of celebrities out here who have no business being with the people that they are with. But we know that they cashing checks, okay? So we know why they're here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people in things that look real pretty until they open their mouth and you just like...
Walk away.
Can you really be this dumb?
That's why I said, does money make a man more attractive? First of all, this episode came off of stem from another video. We're not gonna say what that is because we don't want y'all to come after them people either. But these women were like,
They put themselves out
they
there.
wanted to be kept and all this other stuff, but they felt like their man should provide for them no matter how much money they made. So that's why I asked that question.
Girl.
And the crickets is in here chirping,
Okay, so I know you sent the video. I did not watch the whole video.
I watched the video,
but I got questions about these women. Like, what do they do? Do they make a lot of money?
They
I think
do.
one of them was actually like a businesswoman. It brings me to my
She
next
was in
question.
real estate.
And it brings me to my next question because she made a lot of money and she felt like her man should still provide for her and pay the bills while she kept all her money.
Oh, she a damn lie.
But
She lied to herself.
But it brings me to my next question, which
Don't be
is
lazy,
if
children.
you
Don't be out here lazy
if
and
but
shit
if you
like
meet a man, because honestly she pissed me off when she said her statement. But if you meet a man that makes less money than you, is that not unattractive? What do I want to say? Would you respect a man if he made less than you?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
she thoroughly said that if her man makes less than her, but that's her husband, by the way. That's her husband. She got the ring and everything.
She don't really want that.
But
She got a nigga on the side.
But she said that if they ever got into an argument, the first knife she pulling out is that you a bitch because you make less money than me. And when I say I wanted to sling
First of all,
this screen across the floor,
you ain't got to go as far as to call that man out his name, number one. Number two,
she said
you decided to stay there.
She said she wished he would
First of
disrespect
all,
her because he made less money than her. Did he not?
First of all, the amount of money that my man makes should not indicate the respect he receives from me.
Exactly.
That's
This is
my
very
first.
true.
And I mean, well, first of all, when I watched this shit, I was hot. I was hot at the both
See, I'm
of
gonna have to
them.
go back and watch it all the
And
way
I was
now,
just
'cause-
sitting
gotta
here
watch it.
like, what retrograde is she stuck in?
Yes.
That your respect is
based off of his
measured by
finances.
his income.
Off
It's
of
not
his
by the way
finances.
he loves you, the
Nope.
way he takes care of
Nope.
his responsibilities,
Nope.
his children,
Yeah,
the way
she
he
sound
takes
like
care of
every
his
Tyler Perry
health.
movie
That
ever
shit
made.
was based off of dollars.
He
in
had
a
to pay-
currency that, if you don't follow, fluctuates as far as what it's worth.
He had to pay for her household. He has to pay all of the bills. Again, he pays all the bills and takes care of the house and everything. She keeps every dollar that she makes. If he asks her for anything, she looks at him like he is boo boo the fool.
See, in a situation like that, that young lady put a value on money. Her life values around money.
Yes.
It don't value around love.
Yes.
compassion, no values around that. And I guess the man in that state, he's happy with that content because he know that lifestyle that he's
accustomed to,
he's going along with it. But you know what? To me, he'd have someone to love Ben Franklin more than to love him.
Basically, because
You know,
But
and
my
you have
point
people
is,
that
like,
chase the money.
but what is she with him for at that point?
At that point, what does he really
What do
bring
you-
to the table?
exactly. What do you
Because
really
he is
want that
just
man
as
for, then?
disposable as
don't
that
really love
dollar
him.
when it's broken to make the cents. He is just as disposable. So that I think that's my part of the problem more than anything. You place a human to be that disposable, but you want him to make sure that he reflects that in his bank account versus what you make.
that's the thing. I would never disrespect anybody. Honestly, I'm the type of person though. I would date somebody if they worked at McDonald's because again, like this world is hard. Okay, if the best you got is McDonald's and you working 40 hours and overtime and you like I work at McDonald's, I would still date you. You could work at Walmart and I would still date you. The fact that your pay grade and my pay grade are two separate pay grades does not reflect your personality. You could be the sweetest person on earth and work at McDonald's and probably love it.
It doesn't, but I do have a devil's advocate on
I was
what
gonna say
said.
you gonna say you not dating the burger flipper?
No.
You ain't
No,
dating.
I'm
Okay,
not.
That's not what I'm saying.
you not dating the burger
But I'm
flipper.
not.
That's what I thought she was about to say. She ain't dating that. We all start from somewhere.
I didn't
we all
say
gotta
that.
start from somewhere.
You're right.
Okay.
No, I wasn't saying that. What I'm saying is the interesting part about that is a lot of people will date, we'll say the burger flipper. However, when you have relationships where I went to college and they didn't, and I have to make time to get this degree and you don't understand that, you don't understand why my money is focused around this, yet somebody who maybe they don't understand that balance. I can't see myself truly dating somebody who can't understand why I sacrificed this for my degree. And that's where I would have to draw the line. Because if I'm working at Wally World,
You can still work at Walmart high degree, but that's
and
a,
exactly, right. But if I'm working at Wally World, he working at Wally World, and we both looking for more and better,
Right.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you're working here and you notice me trying to do this with my life, please don't belittle me because you see me wanting more, yet you are satisfied with where you are.
Right,
because you
right.
have people who are thoroughly, like they
They're
move up in
content,
that
yeah.
management and then
Yeah.
they end up owning it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, you have longevity. You got
Yeah.
generational
See,
wealth.
that's that progress though.
Right, that's that progress.
As long as there is progress, I'm good with that. If we have the burger flipper, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't date the burger flipper. As long as there is progress.
that's why I said. But I would not thoroughly disrespect you because you are a burger flipper. I would never.
But when we're talking
don't
about
disrespect
making
you at
more
all.
money, they could still end up making more money than me than with that degree.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
very
saying?
true.
So that's why it's like, it's more of a, what's the best way to put it? Don't try to shit on me because of a situation versus where you meet me in my life.
Right.
And that is ultimately even more of a reason why she on some fucking bullshit talking about she disrespected her man over some fucking money.
If they get into
Because that is
yes.
that is tangibly taken away at any given point. All it takes is for somebody to extract out of you, and you are looking like the person that he is. If he's the person who makes less money.
Not
Is
even- go ahead.
Is that the one that had the kids?
I don't know. I have no idea, but
No, that lady didn't have children.
really gonna have to go
But
back
see,
and watch this
the way
video.
I looked at it is though, okay,
That's the woman that want to be kept.
but still, so the way I look at it, suppose one day he loses his job. Like you are accustomed to this lifestyle, but of course, suppose one day he loses his job. Again, we did go through a pandemic. There were a lot of people who lost their jobs. So
Yes, it
suppose
is.
one day, and the stock market fell. So suppose one day, boom, he comes home, babe, I got fired, or I lost my job today because this, that, and the floor. So then, my thing for her was, is she gonna pick him up? You know what I'm saying? Until he can get back on his feet, or is she gonna be like, oh, you ain't got no money?
And
She
you
gonna
know
dog
what?
his
And
ass
she
out.
I
gone.
really do.
She
First
gonna
of all,
dog
and I
his
feel
ass
like
out
if she
every
do, if
day.
she
gonna be
does
like,
pick
oh,
up
you
that
ain't got
ball,
no
she's gonna do
money.
exactly that.
That's just
Dog
like,
him
what's
every
the name
day.
of that movie? Acrimony.
Yes,
Acrimony.
that's it.
Because
Acrimony.
Acrimony is a very weird movie. It's a lot of
it's acrimony.
it's a
and-
pancake flip for me.
That's like the Tyler Perry
And-
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The one with
And
Tyler
the other
Perry.
that's why I
movie.
said
Okay,
it sounds
okay.
just like every Tyler Perry movie ever made. Because whatever that
When
other
Madea
one is,
came in and
the
cut
family that
couches.
prays,
The family
with
that
Nathan.
prays. Yep. The family that
praised. It was that part
he
right
is
there.
a Cartwright.
Exactly.
Well, let's
She
get down to the
showed
question
dog
at
that man
hand
out.
then, shall we?
What is it?
Which one, girl? Which one?
So what do you believe you bring to the table?
That's a loaded
then?
question.
It is very loaded, like a shotgun. I'm not even gonna shit you. But again, referencing the video, the guy in the video was like, what do women actually bring to the table? Because first thing women say out their mouth is that they bring sex, they make the house a home, they what do you say? They bring sex, make the house a home, they cook, they clean.
They clean.
And he was like, I can pay for all of that. He was like, sex, I can pay for that. I can get a meal service, so therefore I don't really gotta cook. I can get a maid, so my house is already done. I can get clean. I can get an interior decorator. My house is a home. So what technically do you bring to the table that cannot be bought?
We'll let the guest answer first.
Well, but as far as what a female brings to, I think, just my opinion.
Well, you can answer it from both sides.
Well, I
Men,
can't
women,
answer both parts.
aliens,
You
whatever.
can answer your part.
Yes, you
'cause
I
can.
can't ain't no way.
Well, here's
Yes,
the
you
thing.
can. As I lay
You
my
can answer
left-
what you bring and answer what you think a female
Oh,
should.
well, let me. I just want to do it.
Come on,
collectively.
Answer,
casual
at
answer,
the moment.
answer
Go ahead,
the
Lord,
part
you
that
kick
you.
us
First of all,
down.
answer the part that you got, and then we'll answer our part, and then you can answer the female part on the back end. How about that?
Great. Damn, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's a whole conversation.
Just let the man answer the question
Go
the way
ahead.
he want to answer the question.
Go ahead. We'll go first. You go first.
What bullet point? All right. Here's what my thing about what I think a female brings to the table. Females or male, I think we make each other better. So I've been out here for a while doing some things okay, but when I got my better half now, I elevated because she pushed me in certain ways that I wasn't getting pushed before. Not saying, prime example, we talking about sleep. I went 18 years without taking a day off. I'm gonna say it again. I went 18 years in car sales without taking a day off. I started as a salesperson, working my way up in management, not taking days off. I took time off. Not until I actually got with her to understand all the money and stuff I was making, that didn't mean
don't
anything.
mean nothing, right.
Because I wasn't full circle with bringing together a family or
Right.
bringing together understanding. So it goes to back to saying, we always think that, and it goes to exact same with women. I take a lot nurse.
Yes.
I used to sell a lot of cars to nurses, and they worked a lot. But they want someone to get home to digress. How was your day? Tell me about the day. Oh, I had somebody die. The baby didn't make it. So now you got to be that support system. So I think the biggest thing anybody can bring to each other is a support system. That's what you have, especially in this day and time. Because so much shit you go through on a 9 to 5 or 12 to 12 that you can't cuss your boss out every day.
No.
But you got to be able to come home and talk to that person and have a solution to come back tomorrow so make sure we keep the job to keep everything moving. And not only that, you have to have someone to elevate your mind. Because we can get to a certain level by ourselves. I don't care where you get in life, you need someone to push you to the next level. Every valley is every top of a mountain is a peak for a valley to start another mountain. So you got to get somebody to elevate you. So elevation is the biggest thing.
That sounded like it came off a poster in somebody's high school, didn't it?
Sounded like he was.
Hashtag.
Wait a minute. Sounded like he was running for political office, and in the background, I'm saying
That
my
might
name
be
is
next
Tracy
on the
Jennings,
list
and
right
I support this message. Okay.
Keith Adams for
First
mayor.
of all, I'm still tripping off Tracy that kicked her feet up on
You
the
got
damn
compliment.
table.
Honey.
Yeah.
I had to make myself
She was
in
like,
the best way to receive this
comfortable now.
information. Only and not only that, because I know he didn't really, dabble, but opinions are very opinionated.
True.
And even though they are, there are still some things where I'd be like, oh, you too far to the left. I got to come over here because something is wrong. But no, I support that whole message. I'd be in the back of your commercial.
Right
This is
here.
Tracy Janae, we support this message.
I can say, I wear the t-shirt.
Right, I will wear the t-shirt.
Smiling.
Because I thoroughly agree with, if they don't elevate me, what the fuck are you here for? Because I can't. I don't live in a world where I have the people in my life for them just to stay like this.
True.
I don't do well with that.
Yeah.
And it shows that I don't do well with that.
Or if you're elevating and they're still stuck behind and you're looking
Yeah.
back like, why you ain't
Like,
why you ain't
up here with me?
like,
See, but at that point, I'm looking for like solutions to like, what can we do to get you to the next
But I
whatever?
think-
But they also have to be open to receiving whatever it is.
receiving
but
whatever
that
it is,
that
yeah.
comes with my
Because-
table.
Yes.
And
Yes,
people don't
yes.
value that shit.
Because I've been in a relationship where I'm elevating, he's not. And then I'm looking back like, okay, so what can we do to help
help
get
you
to
elevate, right?
That comes
wherever.
with my table.
So like if you don't know, or if you're not open to receiving the information that I have, connections that I might have to get you to where you got to go, all you see it as is I'm trying to tell you what to do. What I'm supposed to do?
Let me butt in right
Okay,
there.
go ahead.
Let me butt in. Just a little spin on that. You can't elevate a motherfucker that don't want to get elevated.
There you
Oh,
go.
Let me tell you
and
something.
that's why I
Yeah,
left
but,
it.
but let me tell you
about
what
to
kills.
shout
Let me
in
tell you
this
what kills me
conference.
so much. It's not only women, men do the same thing.
Yes.
You can't. Let me tell you, if a runner, if I can get up 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna say, if I get up 6 o'clock in the morning and I go out there and run with a runner, if we do this for 2 months, I'm not gonna run the same speed that runner go. I'm gonna slow this damn runner down. That's the only thing my big ass gonna do. I know damn well I ain't gonna run no mile in 4 minutes.
No.
I may give you 20. and I'm gonna tie that in with how something you said. So many women would take us as men and try to motivate us when we ain't motivated a damn self. Y'all can't do that because what end up happening is y'all kill your spark.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you trying to light
You're
a damn
trying
fire.
so hard. Yep.
That's thrown
And
away.
that's what happened, which made it
But you
easier
know what?
for me to let
I've
it go.
done that too. I've tried so hard to like motivate somebody to like do something, or I've tried so hard to get like the other person to like come up here and meet me at least. Sometimes even halfway, I will say, if you meet
Child,
me
if you could meet
halfway,
me a quarter of the
and
way,
then
damn it,
they
at
just
least
be
I saw
still
you
sitting
move,
there
damn.
like, or they ask the question, why are you pushing me so hard?
Yeah.
Why am I pushing you so
Why are
hard?
you
This
not
is
pushing
not even a
yourself?
nudge.
Yeah. And-
You
and-
should want it for yourself.
And it goes, and men, I ain't talking about you, I'm talking to you. but it goes back to that person, that man. It's a group of us, probably about 6 or 7 strong, that we are able to pull each other coattail. When I know you ain't doing shit, when I know you fucking up, I got to pull your coattail. I don't need friends in my circles that yes men. Therefore, you can go to damn Wawa and pass somebody a drink. And yeah, I do it. Yeah. But if you got somebody in your circle, every morning you getting up and you ain't even applying yourself to do anything, and they sitting right there with you, you still 35 years old, y'all sitting at 12 o'clock still playing the goddamn game, talking about who gonna win the best, or who Fortnite, you having a conversation with a kid about playing a game and you ain't elevate yourself, therefore, we can't have a conversation nowhere.
Me and my table is not waiting in vain.
Yeah, so but a lot of so many, and I say females, because everybody got that girl that y'all cool with, and she with the motherfucker that y'all know that just bringing her down, but don't nobody want to say shit to her because we don't want to feel like they want him, but
We about to flip the table.
but it just happened.
We interrupt this broadcast for some real ass shit because some real ass shit
but-
just happened.
Some real shit
Let me
just
say that
happened.
shit again. We interrupt this broadcast for
shit
some
just
real ass
happened.
shit because some real
Did
ass
y'all-
shit
did
just
y'all see
happened.
Some real shit just happened.
But you have to be accountable. You have to be accountable as that person friend. You got to hold a coattail because if enough people telling her or either him, some shit gonna change. Like damn, everybody can't be lying to.
Right.
Exactly.
But sometimes we get
And
blinded.
a goddamn
Yeah.
chicken
We
bird
get
doing
blinded.
chicken bird shit.
Chicken bird
Chicken
bird.
bird.
You heard it.
Chicken bird.
with mambo sauce on it.
Hello, you
202 in the building.
Mumbo sauce is too good for that situation.
It's too good for that
Too good for that
situation.
situation.
But I appreciate
You
it
can give it
now.
that Old Bay seasoning or something, but we ain't about to do that.
So then, Brittany, what do you bring to the table? What do you think? What do you bring to the table?
I think I bring motivation, support, but at the same time, you also need to bring peace. Because I'm not going to be there to just sit there and be all rah-rah in your face all the time. You know, at some point, we need to decompress so that way we can pick it back up. You know, that part, finances, obviously, but, that's mostly for me. But we can get it together as long as we together, in this thing. Like you said, communication is key when it comes to finances. And y'all know I'm a firm believer in communication. We talk about all things. And when I say all things, all the things. If we can't talk about all the things, then we're going to have an issue.
Right.
So, because I'm a talker. That's just what I do. We got to communicate on these things. We got to meet in the middle. We got to compromise at some point, on different stuff. It just depends on the different situations that may occur in said relationship.
Tracy, you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I know.
You
She got a whole lot of.
Yeah, she done took a
Don't
foot
she
down, Rob.
She got a
And she
dissertation.
got
a dissertation
lean and
brewing in there. Okay.
I think it's the 10
It's the
ounces
coffee.
that told me I was ready because my eyes is like, God, girl.
But I just can't. But I can't do lazy. I can't do that. We just not trying to do.
Agreed.
I think I bring, well, like Brittany, I bring communication to the table, a lot of communication, because I like a lot of communication. I'm that person who texts you, like when I get up, good morning, hope you have a good day, and I text you good night, kind of thing, or whatever. You ain't really got to text me during the daytime, because, that's work hours. I understand that. But, after you get off kind of thing, like Brittany said too, I do bring peace, because I don't want to, I want somebody to decompress with, and I want somebody to decompress me. I'm a firm believer in venting, okay? When I say I look at the camera, somebody know what this means. I'm a firm believer in venting. Like, if you got an issue and you need to vent, I'm that person, that ear. What you need to vent about? Mm-hmm. Let's talk it out. Let's see, can we work this out, kind of thing.
Or give you a new perspective.
Right, because sometimes you just need somebody from the outside to look in or whatever, because in your mind, you already got the scenario made up when technically that ain't necessarily true. And you probably ain't even got to go that far around or work that hard when it's a simple solution. But I also think I bring like a positivity. I'm that person who's like a cheerleader. If you like, I want to go do this, I'm like, yeah, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Go do it. How can you do it?
Before that, but okay.
What do you mean? What,
no, because like, when you if you say you got something that you want to do, I'm like, okay, cool. First I'm gonna ask what the hell it is.
If somebody brings to you like, say like,
I'm not gonna crush your dreams at the same time. But.
Okay, but say he's trying to start a business, right? Mm-hmm. Your better half. When you brought it to your better half, what she say? Go do it, or did she say, what kind of business you trying to do?
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm saying. What is it? I got to know what it is to help put the plan together, though.
That's how I am. I'm kind of like, okay, what's the plan? If you got a plan, you got to act. It sounds like it's actually gonna float water instead of sink. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm like, do it. Because let me tell you something. There are some paper boats out here that will not make it. There are some paper boats out here that ain't floating.
That's got to be another T-shirt.
That's
paper boat, don't you?
There's people out here using napkins.
Napkins is boats trying to get it across the river, and it ain't
I got to know
doing it.
what it is so I can know how I'm supposed to be able to help you and help you make whatever plan. But if you come to me with a plan, I'm like, oh shit.
Right. Or some people already got a plan. Sometimes people already have like things laid out or trusted in them already. And they may need that like boost of confidence to say, because
I got you on
that swift kicking the ass.
Right, that swift kicking the ass to say, even when you think you failing, because sometimes we get in our head and we be like, I'm fucking it up, like I'm thoroughly fucking this up, or you scared to fail. Sometimes you need that person to be like, I'm proud of you, or to be like, hey, look, you got this, get out your head. So I am that kind of person, and I bring quality. I bring quality time because I'm a big person on quality time. Like, I will, if you one of them people like mechanics or whatever, I don't know shit about cars. When I say I don't know shit about cars, I don't know shit about cars other than the gas, regular, mid-grade, and whatever the other thing is.
This chick don't even
I don't put air in my own tire. I don't know how to change that shit. None of it.
I don't know how to change those tires, but I can put the air in there.
None of it. But if you like to work on cars and you want to sit outside on a Saturday and work on a car all day, I will sit outside with my Kush Curves and Conversation hoodie on and my phone, and I will sit outside with you while you do whatever the hell that is, because that's quality. To me, that's quality time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He see that time spent. You actually took an interest in what I'm doing,
something I like.
versus sitting your ass in the house and being like, why the fuck he outside when he could be inside with me watching this movie, or we could watch. I don't like Hallmark movies. I'm here to let you know. But if my man is into Hallmark movies, I'll be like, all right, I'll give it a
you gonna stop hating on
the
Hallmark
good
movies,
college try. You know what I'm saying? To be like, I will spend quality time with people. If there are people like truck drivers or whatever, if I ever met a truck driver in my life, because people they give truck drivers bad reps. You know what I'm saying? They say they cheat or whatever. I don't believe that about 100% of them, maybe 50. But I'm just saying, if I ever meet a truck driver and he said, hey, look, I'm going on a short run on a weekend, you want to ride? I will get in the car, the little truck, and ride in the back seat. I'm just saying, I'm that person to be like, that quality time, because some men like quality time. Some men's love language is quality time. Number one love language, quality time. It ain't mine, but it is some people. So I will give you that.
They don't admit that though.
They don't
admit that.
No, but sometimes you can guess it. Sometimes you can guess it. Men are not that hard to figure out.
They're not.
They like to pretend they are. They like to talk in riddles, but they ain't that fucking hard. I'm here to let you know. You can always tell when a man wants you to spend time with them. They be looking funny or throwing shit out there. You be like, oh, that's what you want. All right. They not that hard to figure out.
Like, I can see you now. You want some quality time, don't you? You want some quality time, don't you?
I know.
You could have just asked for
You could have
that.
just said it.
You get a truck driver
You
with
like-
with a dog. I'm about to get a dog. Why? So you can ride in the truck with me.
That's what I'm for.
So you saying that's a clue for quality time? He might have want a damn dog. Shit, might want
That might be his other love language. Gifts. You want you to buy him a dog.
one damn
Gifts.
dog. That may be a hit.
Here's the thing. I already got a dog, and he would ride. He would ride till the cows come home. Okay. I'm like, you want my dog? No, I want your dog. Okay.
Listen, Tasha gonna meet that. You want some quality time,
want
don't
some
you?
quality
I
time,
promise you, I'm gonna bust out laughing.
Yeah,
the
and
day
they
I
gonna
see that.
smile.
I was about to say this smile right here. That's it right here. That's no.
You want some quality time, don't you?
Yo, and I got that hyper thing too. Like I just wake up in the morning, I be like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" They be like, "What the fuck is wrong?"
Gotta bring the laughs and the joy. You don't need a dog.
I do.
You don't need a dog.
I am that person to where if you having like a bad day or whatever, and I know you had a bad day, like you text me all day, my day was shit. Like
Yeah.
shit is in the toilet shit.
That's when you come home to Nerf Wars.
I was about to say I would do anything to make you smile. I'll be all up in your face. What's wrong with you? You gonna smile today or what?
What?
We can set up a range in the back. Come on.
What? Something. Anything. I'm that person to try to put that smile on your face. So I feel like that's what I bring to the table, and it can't be bought. I'm here to let you know right now. If you buy somebody that puts smile, if you buy that, I want to know where you got it from. You bought that smile. You bought that smile
Because
from.
we can go into business if you can go buy that.
If you can buy that,
If you can buy that, we in business.
You said the game is free, but the plays are sold separately.
All right
Let
now.
me tell you something. He got
So the game is free,
Yeah.
but
know-
the plays are sold separately.
Go ahead, honey.
You been hanging out with old people.
Yeah, boy.
Say stuff like that. Tracy,
It's true. Hey, girl.
go ahead with your dissertation.
Let it out.
Distinction.
Deflate.
He's coming. Look at her. Look.
Action.
Nah. I'm gonna keep it simple. So I agree with y'all in regards to making sure that you're there for the deflate, because that is important. And honestly, that
100%.
plays more importance in a lot of financial roles than anything. If people feel like they can't deflate to that person now, in regards to this table and myself, one thing I like to pride myself on is you can be vulnerable. I can see if you got shot. You can come to me with the wound. We're going to figure that shit out, and we're going to go back and fight some more if we got to. That's what's at my table. At my table, at my table,
if she ride or die.
Real ride or die.
with limits, because a bitch ain't going to jail.
She loading
We can ride, but we ain't die.
She loading the
I'm
gun on the
not
passenger
gonna
seat
die.
for your ass.
No, because, and then even more so, yes, I do date interracial. However, majority of the people I date, they got this melanin on it. You know, a lot of the times when it comes to men, a lot of those men can't be vulnerable. They can't speak on how they feel. They can't say, damn, babe, they got to me today. They can't say that in their own households without fear of it affecting everything else they do after that point.
I think it's a comfort level, though. I think you gotta be able to make your black man feel comfortable enough to bring that to you.
And that's also at my table. Mm-hmm. At no given point have y'all been in some shit with me where you ain't felt like, wait a minute, where Tracy at? Hold on. I know I'm all right. Where she at? Whatever the fuck, I know I can deal with it. That's at my table. That's at my table in regards to loyalty, in regards to making sure that you understand we in this together. Mm-hmm. Now, I understand there are things that you can keep away from me because you don't want me to see it. Sure, I have those too. But at the same time, the trust at my table, you can bring me some shit and we could figure some shit out at my table. Now, there is not a lot of problem solving at a lot of these people's tables. They want you to solve their problems. You can't bring your problems. Like everybody at this age, everybody got some type of baggage, yep, or something that was unresolved, which never got resolved, then led to a bigger insecurity or a bigger problem. Mm-hmm. Everybody has something like that. Rather, damn it, I didn't start at 18 like my mama said to get my life together. Shit like that. Whatever. Like, if you can't resolve problems where you are and that woman is supposed to elevate you, there is an extent of problem solving she needs to be able to bring to this table for her to elevate you, right? So we're not talking about fucking. We're not talking about, damn, it don't matter when I ask for it, I can get it. We're not talking about a meal being on the table. We're talking about mentally problem solving some shit that is blocking me from doing what I need to do or what I want to do. You don't get that at every table because, unfortunately, everybody comes to a table, but everybody don't show their hand at that table.
True.
So at my table, if you're at my table, you can put all your cards on the table. I done been through some shit. Oh, well, guess what? Me too. And guess what? The things that I've learned in my lesson should be able to help you at your table. And if they don't help you at your table, that's fine. But at least you know I got this already. I've already bought the t-shirt of that shit. I know how to figure that out. So at my table deals with resolution. We gonna figure this shit out. I guess we got to go cuss somebody out. Wait, what's happening with the baby? What you mean she won't let you get the baby? Ain't you part that baby? Guess we got to go get the baby. You know, I come from families that are so disoriented. I don't even know what family looks like. That's at my table. I know how to handle that at my table. And I know if you sit at my table, you will understand the reason why I function the way I do and why it'll still elevate you even if we don't have family support. I know how to have a table that makes that person to where if it's me and them against the world, they ain't looking for nobody else. They ain't looking for nobody else. But I also know at my table that there's an aggression.
You signed Death Row Records.
There's an aggression at my table.
Right.
There's an aggression, but at the same time, there's laughter. Yeah. There's love. There's a whole lot of silliness. Listen, she can tell you. Listen, because it starts in the morning, and then you be like, "Where did it come from?"
See, that's what I'm saying. We get that hyper. Me and Tracy be there.
Listen,
it's been many a day.
And if any two could listen, these two, I'll pop out. What up, bitches? It's Monday, and they be like, "How? Like, where did this come from?"
Have you ever tried to get this chick up on a weekend?
We ride at dawn. We ride at dawn, bitches.
We ride at dawn, bitches, and
No
that's
sleep
probably
till
the
Brooklyn.
mantra to my life. But at the
We
same
go deep
time,
and get no sleep.
when another thing that I've noticed that's at my table, I can dream with you at my table. I've been in situations where I have seen women who refuse to nourish a man's dream. And I could never understand why. Now, when I later dug into it, this is what I found. There are a lot of women who refuse to, I call it who refuse to feed a man because they feel like that man is not guaranteed to them. And that's too much work to put into that man for another woman to get that payoff.
Or they feel like he should already have it figured out. There are a lot of women out there who feel like men should have it already figured out. They should have life already figured out. And I'm here to let you know, if you as yourself don't got life figured out, because I can tell you
why you expect that.
Right, I can tell you right now, I ain't got 100% figured out.
But I can tell you right now,
if I got it 75%
why is
figured
that
out,
your
we
expectation of me for me to already have it figured out? Because if I have it already figured out, what the fuck I need you for?
Exactly.
If I already have it figured out without you being in that puzzle in order to mend it and make sure that it is figured out, where are you placed outside of being that summer bitch husband that's up here being disposable? Where else are you supposed to be placed?
Yeah.
Like at the same time, look, because we all know a school cycle, you got to put that kid on that bus. You got to make the appointments. I mean, you have to edify and nourish your partner in the exact same ways. And it has to be gentle and aggressive and goofy and angry at the same goddamn time some days. And when you and when you come here, you're going to get all of it, okay? It's gonna be sprinkles of all of it because
It's
I
gonna
just
come in a sandwich.
She gonna shake your salt and your pepper at the same time.
Exactly, and I'm gonna be like, now here,
It's
shut
gonna
up and
it's
love
gonna
me
come
later.
already blended together. What you talking
You
about?
can get your sugar, your spice,
everything
You know, and I love to be. There is nothing like knowing that I can look at you and see your leadership, even if there are instances where I do some shit better than you. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, ooh, shit. Oh,
But then you gotta call him out when you do shit better.
Exactly.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
how I feel like that, if you know you can do something better and you, in a field, if you can do something better and you allow me to do it, damn near set my ass up for failure. I'm not saying failure, but if you know
Yeah.
you can push, if you're strong at this point right here, I don't need to be lead.
Right.
But at the same time with that, if I know you are trying to fine tune that, to tweak it to be better, because you know you can't take this and make this one less for me, it wouldn't matter if it changes whatever your dynamic is, but you know that if you fine tuned yourself enough, you can take this from me. My respect for you goes to a different echelon, because the first thing I said is, damn, he made one less thing for me to worry about. And guess what? It was already his struggle, and he still made one less thing for me to worry about. Why would I not want to bring everything else to that same table?
True.
Why would I not? But you know, that's the same thing and I have a business mindset though. So because of that, it also makes it harder for people to understand my position. My position is we have to continue to be doing progress, because I'm already expecting for some shit to fall through. And shit to fall through is in the business cycle. So if this is running and this is operative and we're trying to be a unit, my unit has to have the expectation of when shit goes wrong, what's the plan?
What's the plan?
And when shit goes right, what's the plan?
That's right.
I need it on both sides. You can't just fuck me and think it's gonna edify my ass, 'cause I can go get that done.
Anywhere else.
Like, that's not gonna keep me. Like, sex
Edify.
is at my table. Like, sex can definitely be at the table. It could be at the table. It can be in the shower. It could be wherever the fuck it's gonna be. But at the same time, it doesn't make sure that you keep me at that same table,
True,
because I
true.
pick up all my shit and leave real quick. I'm no
say the
longer
word-
being
say the word
served
again.
again. Let me get
Edify.
my table off this goddamn table, because I can't stay here no more. I'm so sorry.
True.
And I'm quick to do it too. Quick to do it. I will love you from afar and be like, you know what? There is somebody else that was supposed to be for you. And I understand there's somebody else for you. So therefore, I'm removing myself from this table. Because by that point, where I mentally am to want to extract myself, there have been tries, there have been talks, there have been encouragements, boosters, ass-kicking, gentle reinforcement. I have gone through the measures to figure out where I'm supposed to be at, and I can't be there.
So now you're not checked out.
So I'm gone. But at that same time, you can't say when I came in and I showed you my cards at this table that I didn't tell you anything up front, that I didn't encourage you, that I didn't support you, that I didn't make sure you felt like you could trust me, that you couldn't be vulnerable with me, that you couldn't dream with me, that you couldn't plan a better life for yourself, even if it doesn't include me. Everybody grows at my table. It's not a point of me only. I don't know how to function in that selfishness of, if it don't benefit me, what's at this table?
Right.
I can't function that way. And that's why money is just a poof of
It's paper. It's the same paper that is printed on. basically.
exactly. And
It
if
can
you
come,
come,
it comes and it goes away.
Just like
Just
that.
like
and
that.
if you come to
That's
my
why
table
it's
thinking
called
only,
income.
and if you come to my table thinking that that's the only way you are going to implant yourself, it's not gonna work.
True. Yeah.
It don't work like that.
Make total sense.
Can't do it. I look at you sideways like,
Well, here's a question.
oh.
I'm gonna ask y'all. I saw another video apart from this video or whatever. I think Brittany sent it to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Did I?
But
Probably one video of 2 o'clock in the morning. You up just scrolling.
Brittany ain't never up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No,
It's-
I'm not.
We
No.
really,
If I am,
we really
If-
doing something.
if
and
I
Brittany up
am,
at
we
2
are
o'clock
at a
in the
party.
morning.
There's a function. If I'm
And
up
Brittany
that
still
late,
like, when we
And Brittany,
leaving.
and Brittany blinking like, what time we leaving? Y'all know they getting ready to get out at this time. Brittany be on the clock.
Is it last call yet? That's
Right.
me. I'm either at a function or I'm going to the bathroom.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Oh, we in the strip club. Which, by the way, don't y'all vote for that lady in Atlanta because she about to close all
Oh
those
yeah, I
damn
was in
strip
the
clubs
strip
and
club
we ain't
at 2 in
got
the morning,
that.
and I crashed hard. after
We ain't
that.
about that life, okay? Let me
Woke
tell you
up,
something.
it was money on the floor, clothes on the
No
floor. It was
Stacy.
just shit everywhere.
Huh?
No Stacy.
First of all, I'm needing for you to keep up with current events because
Oh,
right.
the person that's trying to be the new mayor in
Oh,
Atlanta.
you talking?
yeah.
She
I
want
got
to
you,
close
I got
all the
you, I
strip
got you.
clubs. Let me
I'm
tell you
with you.
something. No ma'am, Pam. I
Yeah,
had
she
the
trying
best
to
time of my
she's
life in
trying
that
to
strip
close
club
all
in
the
Atlanta.
strip
Don't play
clubs.
with
But
me.
lost
Not just
her husband
one,
in the
but
strip
all
club.
of them.
She must have hood.
Let me tell you, I had the best time of my life in the Atlanta strip club. Don't remember half of it, but I had the best night of my life.
Oh,
Okay?
I remember the whole strip club, honey.
All I'm gonna say is don't mix Crown and Hennessy together. The shit and Jack Daniels don't go well.
Don't do it.
But
Yep.
look at Tracy
do it.
smiling. She
Mic
already
drop.
know.
Like, go on, do it.
But
Right.
in
Man, all
that
of them
season,
strippers. Where 2 Chainz at?
she sent me the video, and it was like basically stating that, because of course, you know, we got to throw the curve in there. It's basically stating that women or men who are plus size, they do not get into relationships, or they are less likely to be in it, or not at all be in a relationship with a man who has money, because men who have money want women who are fit, who are in shape, or women who are skinny, model size, those
They
kind
want
of
something
things.
they can show off.
Basically, and so she
Trophies.
was basically like, well, I feel like you could. I don't feel like that's the right word for that, because I feel like I can be a trophy in this status that I'm in,
No,
the stature that I'm in.
No, you still said would show off.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But I feel like the word the definition of trophy, or the word trophy, could be anything.
And I got you.
But they feel that woman felt like that. She felt like she goes in the gym and she works hard so that she can find and meet a man with money. So, what are y'all opinions on that?
I'm gonna let y'all go first. I got an opinion, but
Look
I'm gonna
at
let
her.
y'all go first.
Can you say the question again?
So, do you believe that people who are of the plus size stature can date and find people with money? Because the way the lady said it on the video was like, because we are the stature we are not worthy of such.
Now, this ain't the same video.
No,
Okay,
video.
okay, you
Whole
said-
nother video.
You're right, I
Whole
did
nother
send
woman,
it to
whole
you.
nother
I did.
video.
I
Brittany
did.
sent it to me
I
on
did. I sent it
Instagram.
to you. I did.
I just think it's personality. It ain't about size. You know, it ain't about size. It's about personality and how you able to. One of the strongest traits for any man, I don't care. You want someone that can walk into a room and own a room and take over a room. I don't care how big, cross-sided, short, midget. I don't care. If you can walk in that room and you can demand that room, because if I walk in a room and I can demand a room, I want you to do the exact same thing, because we represent each other. Especially as we broaden off and doing what we gonna do, business and things like that. We represent each other. So if I walk in a room and being able to command attention, you got to do the exact same thing.
So you're saying that appearance is irrelevant in her case in regards to finding a man with money?
True.
Okay, I'm just-
Because-
I was just-
So
I was just trying to tingle my
she
brain.
walk in with the confidence.
Yeah, that's it. You
She
get
gotta have
confident.
it. She gotta have that 1,000% confidence.
Yeah, that's what.
But you know what?
But
When you
as
talk
we-
to men who date like plus size women, that is one of the main things that they do say. You have a confidence about you, and that's what makes you attractive. So like that's like one of the number one things that I've heard people say anyway, is that it's the way that you carry yourself or the confidence that you have in yourself. So I think, you know, plus size women can get a man with money. Hell, I done had a man with money, but once again, like he said, you know, they ain't had no sense. So let that go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think it's, well, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but well, not hard, but
I'm gonna say
you're less likely, but you just got to find that one man that is secure enough in himself.
I would say
not worry about what
my
other people
thought on
see.
it was, in this community anyway, we do have insecurities. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I could be the most 100% confident person to walk in that room, but I got an insecurity in the back of my brain cell that's ticking at me like a time bomb. That's why I gotta walk in here and seek validation from everybody in this room. As you said, so I can command it and I'm gonna seek validation from it, but I still can have insecurities at the end of the day.
But does commanding a room necessarily mean that you're seeking validation? No. I can
You do
command
it, know it.
I don't need to seek no validation if I am confident enough in myself.
I'm an alien.
I don't know, but
Me too,
I'm
girl.
gonna just say I do feel like it is not as likely for people in the plus. From what I see, and it's just going off my 2 eyeballs. Maybe my eyeballs might be wrong, but my 2 eyeballs, from what I see and what society shows me, it is not as likely for a person of our stature, and especially this color right here, to get someone in said position. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It is more likely from someone of the other persuasion too, because it is what it is. But
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Okay.
You
so-
know what you're supposed to say.
I know what she said.
So I just want to make sure I got the first part of your sentence straight, right? You said that she said she feel. You said.
Let me get these sayings right.
I just.
Yeah,
You
let me get these
said
sayings right.
And she said,
that she said that it is harder for her to find a man. It's harder for her to find a man with
It's
money.
harder for a plus. This was a fit person saying,
Okay,
in
okay.
another
So
in
give me-
another
give me
casting
just-
situation,
okay.
that it is hard, or that no man with money will date a plus size person because
They are plus size,
because of their stature, basically how they are shaped.
because of their size. Yeah.
No
because of their
man
size.
with money will date a plus
Right.
size person because they're plus size.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I do want to say though, on the other side of that coin, for the amount of people that you watch pay for the fetishized plus size people, I feel like I don't know how that goes, because there are a lot of people who will pay for a plus size woman just to sit her clothes behind on their face. Okay, I'm not even gonna shit you.
Damn it, Jimmy. Damn it, Jimmy.
I am not even gonna shit you. Okay.
They do one now.
Damn it, Jimmy.
Damn it, Jimmy.
First of
Chat, no,
all,
'cause
you
you
did
know
not
there's
know
the
that
ones
plus
that-
size people were fetishized?
Yeah.
No, I knew, but I'm talking about what you
They
said.
will
Yeah,
pay
I know.
to watch you sit there
They will
and
pay
eat.
you to watch you. First of all, I did not know that there were people in this world who will pay you probably your salary to sit there and watch you eat whatever they ordered for you. By the way, they could
Damn.
order you. We live in import. They could order you Pinos,
Pinot.
Yes,
and they will pay you
They will pay
probably
to watch you eat it.
Yeah, they'll pay you to what, $500 to $1,000 to watch you eat that food.
Eat a sub.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Damn it.
And make it look great. In your now,
Now-
if you sit there in your drawers,
Side hustle for those
if
people
you
who are
sit-
looking for
right.
something to do.
Now I'm here to let you know,
Go
if you sit there in your drawers and do it, the price tag go up.
It does.
Damn.
Yes, it does.
I gotta.
So much for extra mayonnaise.
So here's
Make it look good. Go ahead.
my beef with that, because she's right and she's wrong. And the only reason why I say that is I noticed with my eyeballs, like you got eyes, I got eyes. I noticed that there are a lot of fit, because we're talking directly to me. There are a lot of fit men who do not date plus size women because they don't want to contribute their money to somebody who doesn't take care of themselves.
They think,
Right?
There you go. There
Right?
you go.
Now, here's the other
Quotation.
part of that. I also know, I have seen with my eyeballs,
Okay.
that there are, fit men who don't date plus size women because they think they are depressed, and that is the only reason why they are plus size.
There you go.
So they feel like, again, they are contributing their money to feed a problem.
However, comma.
I've met many a men who will spend a big ass bins on my ass talking about, hey, what's up? All we doing is going up the street down. What you want to get? And I'll be like, I don't financially want anything from you. Like, I'm not your gold digger, and you don't impress me with your dollars. Your dollars don't impress me, so then it'd be mad that I am plus size,
And don't want
refusing,
your money.
And
and
reject
doesn't
it.
want
And
their
reject
money.
Because then after that, you become all kinds
All
of bitches.
kinds of bitches,
You
witches, and
ungrateful,
hoes, okay?
You know what I'm saying? And that's when it comes to what you said the last time, where like you should be grateful that I'm even talking to you.
Exactly.
Kind of stuff.
So instead
So-
of dealing with the rejection of the fact that I might have a standard and my standard is not your money, you don't want to fuck with me. So that's why I'm like, it's on both sides. So it's like a yes and a no. But at the same time, Tracy in the gym 4 times a week and still look like this and still eat a biscuit 2:00 in the morning. What the fuck you talking
Let me
about?
tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all what
Grandma
I
said
learned.
you just big boned. That's what grandma said. Grandma,
What I learned.
And don't care.
What I
Like,
learned, especially and I learned this from TikTok, because that's my
TikTok.
thing, is all the women on 600 by 600 pound life ain't none of them single. So what did we learn?
but here's the thing. What
That
do we
disability
learn?
is great for
I know
them.
that their disability check is great. That's what we learned.
That's what we
Disability
learned.
is working out for them.
That's what
what
we
do they
learned.
bring to the table?
And
that
then
disability
if
check.
you really look at who's enabling them in regards to where their money is going. So that still tells you about that man.
yeah.
So it's unfortunate that the 600-pound life has that same scenario. in regards to but they
stand
not
that. I
single.
hate that show.
None
You
of
know,
them bitches.
absolutely
None
hate
of
that
them
show.
bitches
None of
single,
them.
okay?
But you
Not
take
a one.
you take somebody like myself. Yes. Do I go to the gym? Yes. Do I enjoy the gym? Yes. I'm honestly, I'm very abrasive like a Brillo pad, y'all. But I try my best
Brillo
to
pad.
smooth it out. Like I really am, and I know it, and I know I come off that way until people sort of kind of meet me. But at the same time, I'm on my job. I'm on my business. I'm in the gym. I cook. Look, witness, I cook. Don't really like spending to go out to eat because I like to know what comes in. I do know how to adapt to better, healthier lifestyles. I do like to go play on some rollerblades and be active. However, because I'm the stature that I am, you automatically think that I'm less than. You automatically assume that I am less than. However, your bitch ass ever sat at this goddamn table and really learned some shit. This here table, and really learned some shit. You would really understand where that mindset is before you try to write me off and to think that I would not attract a person with money. You're gonna write me off, but it's okay though. Write them other little pluck them duck heads off. Don't even sit at this table no more.
Don't get
Duck
you
heads.
Don't even sit at this table no more.
Don't
no,
get you some sugar babies.
About to say my seat will make your ass on fire. Don't do that shit. Bye.
Damn it, Jimmy.
Damn it, Jimmy. Shit. Ain't nobody.
They ain't ready for that smoke, honey.
No,
They
you're
ain't
not.
ready.
And at the end of the day, if my caliber as myself excludes you, then I've done my job.
That's right.
I've done my job. I have what is that? What do we call that? Filtered. What do you call that? You filtered the bullshit out.
Yeah, filter the
You know, my discernment is so
Weeding and
fine
discernment,
tuned
yes.
that it legit rejects whatever you trying to bring to my table that is not aligned with me. So I've done my job. I've done my job.
Whole facts.
Whole facts. And guess what? It's a lot of people amongst the curvy community that have done their job because they've made sure that, guess what? You can lick this roll, bruh, and we can be okay with that. You don't have to hide from that. Ain't nobody hiding this roll.
Nope, not all these
John
stretch
That ain't
marks.
A1, honey.
Ain't
All
nobody
these stress
hiding
marks.
nothing. I ain't got nothing to hide. You ain't gonna keep me in no closet neither to eat all your cheeseburgers. What the fuck? You doing that?
Damn it, cheeseburger.
I ain't doing that. I'm sorry.
We
Like,
ain't hiding
no.
these rolls or these stretch
And we'll,
marks.
Child, none of
we'll
it.
still support you. And if you decide you want to go and compete and be the buffest man out here, sure.
Go
What
for
time
it,
we gotta
honey.
be up in the morning? I mean, if this is
Exactly.
your goal, I don't give a shit.
What kind of
What's your
oil you
goal?
want to use? Skin
Bro.
mask.
And put some Skin Boss Naturals on.
Look at you plugging into the wall too. All right
Listen.
now. Look at y'all sockets.
Listen,
All
it's
right
okay.
now.
It's okay. But you have to know the woman to know that caliber to figure out if you can even be accepted at her table. You're not, men don't like rejection.
No, they don't.
And that's
They
another
don't
part
take it
of that
well.
plus size
Child, they get
table.
so
The same
butthurt.
way that I really feel like plus size men get a bad rap because women look at them and think, well,
Unless
I
you
guess-
got money. Unless you got money.
Right, they
You could
automatically
be
write
the
them
fattest
off.
person
That's
ever.
right.
And
you'd
if
be
you
like,
got money,
why are you
will
writing
get
them
him.
off? Last I checked, they were still just as beneficial as you claim you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause
why write people off?
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Put it on the table.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Y'all think Rick Ross would have what he got if he ain't got no if he ain't had money?
Yes.
Y'all think Rick Ross would have the woman he got if he ain't had no money?
Yes. You want to know why? I read his book. He got a business mindset. He would definitely have women.
If
You
he-
talking about attraction?
If Rick Ross was the burger flipper at McDonald's,
If Rick Ross
he
was
was
regular,
the correctional.
no, but listen, if he was just regular, if he was
if
still
he
in
was
corrections,
regular, smuggler,
if he was regular,
Out
still in
this
corrections,
thing.
not even
If he
famous.
was a Skin Boss beard off.
Shut up, Tracy.
really?
All right, don't ask me no more. I'm out.
if he was a regular ass person, do you think that the women would be flocking to him like that?
Well,
I can't answer that because beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and I ain't holding that. So
but
I
that
don't
in
know.
today's
But
society, now everybody trying to get them a big man. But I'm just saying.
And then they want them darker.
That's right.
So they can trend. And this
trending.
popcorn
So they can
bullshit
say, look, I got one.
It's trending.
Until the next fad comes around.
These popcorn relationships.
But here's
ass-
what to answer
Go
your question
ahead.
about Rose.
Go ahead.
I don't think the money just elevate him more to a public eye. I think, far as prime example, me being a big guy, I don't give a damn who you is. If I come into a room, I want to shoot, I'm going to shoot at you. I don't care what you like, what you're driving. That's the confidence. If you tell me no, great. You know why you said no? Because you ain't got to know me yet. Give me 10 or 15 minutes. Let's chop it up real fast. What's your next move or your best move? You ready to go yet? You know what I mean? So now, it's so many. And here's, I want y'all to think about this now. I want y'all to think about this. See how you laughing? But see, I want you to think about this.
Like she asthmatic. She asthmatic.
Hey, oh shit, call 911.
You need some other.
But to be honest, and I want y'all, and this goes in both cases. In the club scene, when you go to the club scene, you can have some of the baddest girls over in the corner and some of the flyest guys. Nobody go talk to them because they're scared and intimidated. Mm-hmm. So it's not about, that's where that confidence, if you got that confidence, that swag with you, you're going to run up and talk. And what's going to happen is for a big guy to run up on a small girl, she going to be already thrown off. Damn, somebody come talk to him. His big ass come and talk to him. Let me see what he's saying. And then here you got these old motherfuckers been in the gym all day, fresh as hell, button no shirt, glistening, scared as shit. They over there the homeboys looking at each other. Damn, you see that big motherfucker they're talking to? So therefore, what happens is you open the door for them to come to talk. Mm-hmm. The exact same thing with females. Y'all can see 4 or 5 fly ass guys over there. Everybody sitting looking at them drinking.
We go out all the time and everybody come up to us.
Don't nobody approach them to that one person approach. So I say
from?
that money
Right.
just elevate Ross to another level. So I mean,
They put him on a platform.
Yeah, kind of did,
All right.
He might get some twang. You never know.
Shit, he done had a whole
Depending on how
lot.
I'm feeling on that day.
Anyhow, well, this
But his
has been
baby
a-
mama was okay before he was CEO. That little boy. He won't went there. It ain't nothing. 50 Cent went out. 50 went out. So he won't roast in.
No.
Just 3 or 5 Chevy boy.
All right. Well, y'all, this has been an interesting season finale, wasn't it?
I loved it.
Let me tell y'all something. Preacher Keith over here has been
Preach Keith.
Preach
Keith.
Preach Keith.
But that
new
put
name.
that on a shirt.
I have not wanted to shout so bad in my life.
Listen, been over here like.
What the ushers at
Can
then?
you
Let's get
just
them
have
ushers in here.
a mentorship
I
program
could
for
have took
grown
this
men?
mic with me and
you got
shouted
one
at
of
the
them?
same time. I really would have. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
Say, would you come back, Preach
I
Keith?
really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this.
You gonna come back?
Come back. Yeah. Now I know the right building to come to.
We'll get you a not so we'll get you a juicy topic.
Who?
A juicy
Oh, I thought.
He got to come
He
back
gonna
for
be
the fun
sitting.
stuff.
He gonna be sitting there clutching his whole pearl. What the hell?
He got to come back for the
You
fun
better tell
stuff.
him to watch the other episodes before he
Well, I did watch,
Watch
but
it,
it went.
listen.
It went. I mean, I
Listen
wasn't. It
and-
went.
Listen
Have you seen the
and
Kush
watch.
Curves and Conversation
Oh yes.
episode?
What you said now?
You see the Kush Curves and Conversation episode?
Yeah. I looked a couple of
Oh,
them.
okay.
You
good.
heard
I
season
just wanted
1
you to
as
know
well?
where you were going to. Look,
Okay, we'll call you when you
On-
finish
on
listening
your
to season
drive
1.
home.
Season 1,
On your
drive-
drive home.
drive.
Yeah, just
Drive
plug and
home,
play.
drive to work.
Plug
You
and play.
driving, just ride.
Well,
Just ride.
well, to our fans, we want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Happy
Valentine's
Christmas,
Day,
Hanukkah.
Valentine's
What
Day. 'Cause
she
we probably
said.
won't be back until March
Right.
or so.
Maybe
'Cause
earlier. Can we come back earlier?
I don't know.
Missing the people.
But this is season finale for season 2. Season 3 coming soon. You guys stay tuned. As always, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook.
Plugged at the bottom of this.
If you're
here.
not in the group, join the group.
Join the group. You got anything you want to plug?
Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube.
You got anything you want to plug before we
You
leave?
can follow me hashtag the Credit Boss on Instagram and Facebook.
All right.
All right.
Well, ladies, until season 3, this has been another episode of
Kush Curves and Conversation.
Bye.
Yeah.
Saying how you feeling right now. Saying how you say it. Show me how I look in your heart. Better look amazing. Better look amazing. Better look amazing right now. Saying how you feeling right now. Saying how you say it. Part of me I'm trying to live it. Part of me is tired of living. I'm just saying